Welcome back to my inner circle, the place where we spill the hottest tea and dive deep into celebrity secrets that everyone's talking about. If you're new here, settle in and get cozy because you're about to become part of something special. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate power couple moment that has the internet absolutely buzzing. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for every single detail because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you see this entire situation. Benny Blanco just threw what might be the most extravagant bachelor party in recent celebrity history, and the numbers will absolutely blow your mind. We're talking about a weekend in Las Vegas that cost more than most people make in a year, complete with luxury accommodations that would make royalty jealous. The producer and his crew of 20 guys descended upon Sin City for what sources are calling the bachelor party of the decade, and every single moment was more outrageous than the last. Picture this scenario for a moment. You're staying 65 floors above the Las Vegas Strip in a villa that spans 5,500 square feet of pure luxury. The price tag for this accommodation alone was $25,000 per night, and that doesn't even include all the extras that came with this incredible experience. This wasn't just any regular hotel room. This was a sky-level villa at Resorts World, complete with every amenity you could possibly imagine, including something that most people only see in movies. The villa came with its own personal butler, because apparently, when you're celebrating your upcoming marriage to one of the biggest stars on the planet, regular hotel service just isn't going to cut it. This butler was available around the clock to cater to every need and whim of the bachelor party crew, ensuring that their weekend was nothing short of perfection. The attention to detail in this accommodation was absolutely incredible, with floor-to-ceiling windows offering breathtaking views of the entire city below. But the real luxury wasn't just in the surroundings. It was in the feeling of being untouchable, of knowing that for one weekend, you and your friends are the kings of the Strip. You can almost picture Benny and his crew, music producers, artists, and a few childhood friends from back home, sipping cocktails on a balcony, laughing over old stories, and toasting to the future. It's easy to imagine that a celebrity bachelor party just sort of happens, that a few phone calls are made, and suddenly the red carpet is rolled out. But the truth is, Benny's team spent weeks orchestrating every detail, from the guest list to the menu, from the security arrangements to the curated playlist for every hour of the day. Nothing was left to chance. Sources close to the couple say that Benny was insistent on one thing. He wanted the weekend to feel intimate, not performative. He's not the type to invite people just for the photos, said one insider. Everyone, there was someone who's really been there for him, through the highs and lows, the career milestones, and even the heartbreaks. And if you followed Benny Blanco's journey from humble beginnings to music industry royalty, you know that loyalty is everything to him. His guests included not just other stars, like Lil Dicky, who was spotted at multiple events throughout the weekend, but also lifelong friends from his Maryland hometown. For Benny, this wasn't just a party. It was a celebration of the people who made him who he is. Saturday night brought the real excitement when Benny and his entire crew made their way to XS Nightclub at the Wynn, where electronic music superstar Marshmello was headlining the evening. The energy in that club must have been absolutely electric, with hundreds of people dancing and celebrating while the bachelor party crew enjoyed their VIP treatment. Lil Dicky was spotted among the group, adding even more star power to an already incredible evening that nobody in attendance will ever forget. The highlight of the night came when Benny actually made his way up to the DJ booth to take photos with Marshmello himself. Can you imagine the rush of being up there, looking out over the packed dance floor while one of the biggest DJs in the world is performing right next to you? The VIP table that Benny secured for his group offered the perfect vantage point to enjoy the entire show, while having easy access to premium bottle service and exclusive treatment that money simply cannot buy. But here's where things get really interesting. And this is something that people are still talking about weeks later. Remember those famous $200 blueberries that caused such a massive controversy on social media? People were absolutely outraged, claiming that spending that much money on fruit was completely ridiculous and totally out of touch with reality. The backlash was swift and harsh, with thousands of comments criticizing the purchase as wasteful and excessive. However, what most people don't realize is that those expensive blueberries were actually sent to Benny as a gift, not something he purchased himself. This crucial detail completely changes the narrative, but somehow got lost in all the social media drama and outrage. People were so quick to judge and criticize without having all the facts, which happens far too often in our social media driven world, where snap judgments spread faster than wildfire. Let's be completely honest about something here. Benny Blanco is a multimillionaire music producer who has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. His future wife happens to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, making them one of the wealthiest couples in entertainment. If they want to spend $200 on premium blueberries every single day for the rest of their lives, it would barely make a dent in their bank account. This brings up a fascinating point about celebrity criticism and public expectations. We often expect famous people to live modest lifestyles and set examples for regular folks. But at the same time, we're endlessly fascinated by their wealth and luxury purchases. It's this strange contradiction where we want them to be relatable, but also want to live vicariously through their extravagant experiences and purchases that we could never afford ourselves. What people seem to forget is that we don't actually know how these celebrities spend their money behind the scenes. For all we know, Benny could be making massive charitable donations or supporting causes that he keeps private. Many wealthy individuals choose to keep their philanthropy quiet, preferring to help without seeking public recognition or praise for their generosity and community involvement. Benny Blanco's background is actually quite humble, which makes his current success even more impressive and inspiring. He didn't grow up wealthy or privileged, so he understands what it's like to struggle financially and worry about money. This background probably makes him appreciate his current lifestyle even more. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of his incredibly hard work and dedication to his craft. If you look back on Benny's early days, you'll see a story of grit, determination, and relentless creativity. He started making beats in his bedroom, hustling his demos to anyone who would listen. He faced rejection after rejection, but never gave up. Over time, his unique sound and undeniable songwriting talent caught the attention of the right people, and the rest is history. His rise wasn't overnight. It was years in the making. So when you see him living it up in Vegas, remember that he's earned every moment of that celebration. Now, let's address the elephant in the room that has some people absolutely losing their minds. Many fans were shocked and upset that Benny chose to have a separate bachelor party instead of celebrating with Selena. Some people seem genuinely offended by this decision, as if couples are required to do everything together, including their pre-wedding celebrations with friends. This reaction is honestly quite puzzling, because separate bachelor and bachelorette parties are completely normal and traditional. Most couples choose to celebrate separately with their respective friend groups, enjoying one last hurrah before tying the knot. It's actually quite healthy for couples to maintain their individual friendships and have experiences that don't always include their romantic partner. Selena had her own bachelorette celebration in Cabo with her girlfriends, and nobody seemed to have any problem with that arrangement. She was photographed having an amazing time with her closest friends, enjoying beach activities, spa treatments, and quality bonding time. The double standard here is quite obvious and probably has more to do with gender expectations than actual relationship concerns. Every successful relationship requires balance between togetherness and independence. Partners need to be able to trust each other and feel secure when they're apart, especially during celebratory occasions with friends. If you can't trust your partner to go to Las Vegas with their buddies for a bachelor party, then maybe you have bigger relationship issues that need to be addressed before walking down the aisle. The fact that people are making such a big deal out of this completely normal bachelor party arrangement says more about their own insecurities than it does about Benny and Selena's relationship. These two are clearly confident in their love and commitment to each other. Otherwise, they wouldn't be planning a wedding in the first place. They understand that maintaining individual friendships and interests actually strengthens their bond rather than weakening it. What makes this whole situation even more interesting is how different people react to celebrity relationships compared to their own lives. The same people criticizing Benny's bachelor party would probably plan something similar for their own wedding celebrations. There's something about celebrity relationships that makes people feel entitled to have opinions about every single decision, as if these famous couples owe us explanations for their personal choices. The truth is that Benny and Selena are creating their own relationship rules based on what works for them, not what internet strangers think they should be doing. This is exactly how healthy relationships should function.